Welcome back. We are here with Patrick of Alchemy. We are at BlockShow Singapore and D-Live. We are the audience. We are so happy to have you here. Sponsored also by Lino. Patrick, let's talk alchemy. Let's talk about this. We've got a couple of questions from the audience, and I want to get to that first.
Okay.
And then at the end of the interview, we're going to go out and check to see what's going on online and see what questions the audience has for you as well.
Absolutely. Let's do that.
All right. So, first, start off. Tell the audience about alchemy.
Alchemy is the world. I can say that is the hybrid crypto and fiat payment system that are available out there in the market right now, and it's powered by Alchemy.
All right. Why do we need a fiat and crypto powered system right now?
Because at the end of the day, we want to make everyone happy.
Okay.
We want to make business and merchants happy.
All right.
How will you do this? Because at the end, Stephen, let's just say you own a restaurant, right? If some guy who walks in, I say I want to pay, I want to pay in BTC. You say, sorry, I don't have a system. But then you also have a guy who come in and say, well, I want to pay in, one of those digital wallets. Okay, you have it. So the key part is to bring them over to you, because as a restaurant owner, as a merchant owner, you want to be able to accept any kind of payment.
Right.
So by having this hybrid, rather than sitting so many different hybrid system, fiat payment system, credit card system, we are combining and consolidating into just one platform.
It's time.
Correct. So that we'll be able to say some guy who come from Singapore come into a restaurant and say, I want to pay BTC. Absolutely no problem. Let's just say if some Chinese tourists will come into a restaurant, want to pay with Alipay or WeChat Pay, absolutely no problem. So we want to be able to create that use case to make you as a restaurant owner, merchant owner, happy to accept all kind of payment. Because at the end of the day, payment is borderless.
You want to get paid.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, you want to get paid.
Yes.
So you're making it easier for everyone to get paid.
Absolutely. So anyone can walk into your shops and your merchants and they're able to just pay whatever they want to pay.
Fantastic.
We accept them, and that's it.
Okay, so the elephant in the room, this is a huge undertaking. This is huge. So you're taking on payment providers, payment solutions, you're becoming Square, you're becoming Stripe, you're becoming Venmo. What was your aha moment?
Well,
what was that moment when you said, I need to be everything to everyone with one solution?
I think a lot of the time, you talk about Square, you talk about Stripe. Yes, this is what we aspire to be. But I think one part is people often neglect what's the pain point for the businesses,
Right.
for the merchants. I think from what I guess in my whole life is trying to solve the pain points rather than letting you know what we have. I want to say, what are your pain points, Stephen? What are your pain points in your business?
Well, what are you hearing about merchant services pain points?
I think one of the important part is that they are not able to take on all kind of payment because some, for example, in Asia, is very used to doing QR code, right? Digital wallets, right?
Right.
But then in the States or in Europe, it's not happening yet
At all.
So in Asia, it's very, very centralized and very, digital wallet centric, using QR code. I think the keyword is using QR code in very, become a very common here.
Right.
I think the key part is for us, the merchants just say, I just want to get paid.
Right.
What is the best way to draw more customers, to draw more travelers to come into my store without having to come out with the coins and come out with the notes and, do you take US dollars who are in Singapore?
Right.
No, I want to be able to provide you with a solution that can take on all types of payment. Whether it's credit card, whether it's crypto, whether it's a fiat, we take it all.
Where's your main focus right now in the hemisphere?
Our focus is Asia.
Right.
It's very heavily Asia-centric. We're going to go into the Middle East and also into Europe as for next year.
Oh, that's the
the
rollout.
Correct.
Okay.
But for Asia-wise, we're going to go after the countries that are friendly with crypto because not
Okay.
every countries are friendly at the moment.
Right.
So we already launched in Singapore. We already launched in Hong Kong.
Okay.
We're going to go after Japan. Launch into Japan, go into Thailand, and go into Philippines and Korea next year. That's the plan.
Okay. So will you be looking for partners, actively looking for partners? And are there people out there that should reach out to you right now?
Absolutely, and that's why I'm so grateful for BlockShow. It brings all diversified group of partners that we can explore partnering together. Whether you are crypto exchanges, whether you are crypto wallets, whether you are cryptocurrency issuers. There's a lot of people who has a lot of tokens out
Absolutely.
there. But how can Alchemy make it the best use of it? Rather than you just buying and selling. Now you can actually go and, say for example, C'est La Vie, which was just officially launched, that you can go up there, Stephen, go and buy a bucket of your Dom Perignons and using your BTC. Okay.
I got you.
And now that maybe somebody can go to Hermes and buy a handbag.
You don't have that right now.
Not yet, but this is what we're enabling. And I think the milestone for us is actually, after we launch in Hong Kong and Singapore, one of the key focus is going after the places where there's a lot of tourists, a lot of travelers who come in overseas.
I mean, the airport sound like this is the perfect implementation if not only for that specific area.
Absolutely,
right?
that's one part.
So
right?
geofencing, there's a lot of things you can play around.
Correct.
Absolutely.
And I think C'est La Vie is one of the most iconic,
Right.
landmarks.
Yeah.
It becomes a landmark now, right? Or Singapore. And the fact that we are able to enable them to be the first, to accept both fiat and crypto, that also sends a message out there about Singapore and to the world. That how we are in Singapore, that we focus on fintech and how we focus on enabling crypto and fiat currency payment acceptance.
Okay. So in 2 years, we're going to sit down, we're going to have a conversation. Not even in a year, we will, but in 2 years. What am I going to hear? What are your accomplishments going to be in 2 years? Cold.
Well, if you give me a crystal ball that I can see through it.
Hold on 1 second.
One thing that what we'd like to do, focusing on launching our payment system across the region.
Okay.
Not just in Asia, but going after Europe and North America, and also the Middle East. Because at the end of the day, you want to be able to enable all types of businesses and merchants, whether it's online, whether it's offline, with both fiat and crypto payment system.
Okay.
Remember, what's the pain point? You as a business owner, as a merchant, you just want to take in the money.
Right.
And we are the one who provide it.
Or everything is happening in the background.
Absolutely.
What do you think about BlockShow Asia so far?
No, I think it's fantastic. The fact that we already have received a lot of partners, potential partners that come up to us and say, "Oh, can we work together?" And I think it brings a diversified groups of partners and people that come from the entire ecosystem or beyond that.
Okay.
So it's good that it's a very good mix, very diversified group of people, and I'm glad to be here.
Any plans to enter the United States?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So actively looking for partners who want to work with us. At the end, we are a technology company, but we know payment. Whether it's on the fiat side, whether it's a crypto side, we'll be very glad to provide our hybrid fiat and crypto payment systems.
Merchant services providers, do you hear this? This is good intel.
The US.
Good intel right here. Reach out, get a jump on everyone else. All right, well listen, I can't thank you enough for stopping by. I would ask 2 things.
Yes.
If you could tell the world what they can do to help you as a community, what would you ask them? What would you tell them to do?
That's a very deep question.
We try to get.
I think one of the key part is for the community is, we want to make payment as borderless as virtual as possible.
Okay.
Because there's no point of you coming into a different country, you have to use a different type of currencies and so forth.
Right.
And I think the cryptocurrency that we are able to make it a global currency, I think that would benefit a lot of people, especially a lot of people that are unbanked, a lot of countries that are unbanked.
Right.
The key word is there are still a lot of developing countries, especially on the lower income end, right? They don't have a bank account, they don't have any credit facilities.
Right.
And with what we can provide with the cryptocurrency, through the blockchain technology, we are able to tap this untapped group of people, community, just for them to have a better life, and go and do the necessity and make payment. Instead of going to the banks and or having difficulties opening a bank account.
Right.
And this is what we're trying to do. We're leashing, cryptocurrency as a global currency.
Okay. I can't thank you enough for joining, and I appreciate you
you
taking the time.
And I love your style, my friend.
Yeah, something about your style is really hot too,
no.
bro. Thanks
you.
so much, man.
Take care.
Enjoy your day.
Thank you.